Hey guys, now it's 4 a.m. and I'm waiting for a taxi. I haven't slept at all. Can you imagine? London is waiting for me.
I was angry before, but I circled the drain.
Hey guys, we have just arrived in London and we are in the cafe of the station, Victoria Court Station, right? This okay, and we are having breakfast. So and then we will make our itinerary, where to go and how to go, because we don't know. There is a very short distance covers many of London's main sites, including Big Ben, Westminster Abbey, Buckingham Palace, and the London Eye. If you walk this without stopping, you'll do it in an hour. But as there is so much to see, you probably will have done well to complete in one day. The London Eye is the largest observation wheel in the world. Built in 1999 on the south bank of the River Thames in London. Standing 135 meters high, it gives one a panoramic view of London up to 25 kilometers in all directions. Therefore, it's called London Eye. The London Eye has been called a lot of different names since it was first opened, and most of them are linked to who was sponsoring the wheel at the time. It has previously been referred to as the British Airways London Eye, the Merlin Entertainment's London Eye, and the Coca-Cola London Eye. However, it's most commonly called the London Eye or the Millennium Wheel. While since the price of the ticket was a little bit expensive, we decided to visit the London Eye next time. So here's called Westminster Bridge, and unfortunately Elizabeth Tower, also known as a Big Ben. Big Ben is the nickname given to the great bell of the clock at the north end of the Palace of Westminster in London. It's often extended to refer to the Great Clock and the Clock Tower, which was officially renamed Elizabeth Tower to celebrate Diamond Jubilee of Elizabeth II in 2012. Now, we are heading to Buckingham Palace, and this is Parliament Square Garden. And there are 10 statues. Wow, this is amazing. Statues such as Winston Churchill, David Lloyd George, Marshal Jan Christian Smith, and others. St. James's Park is at the heart of ceremonial London and is surrounded by some of the country's most famous landmarks, including Buckingham Palace, Clarence House, St. James's Palace, and Westminster.
When I lose control, there's something in it that's so beautiful.
Standing in the center of the city of Westminster, Buckingham Palace serves as the official residence and administrative headquarters for the monarch of the United Kingdom. Buckingham Palace sits in the very heart of London, surrounded by the lavish St. James and Green Parks. Buckingham Palace features 775 rooms, and the palace grounds span over 39 acres. The ceremony of the changing of the guard, also known as the guard mounting, occurs just outside of Buckingham Palace at 10:45 and typically lasts around 45 minutes. Due to the event's widespread popularity, finding a proper viewing spot for the changing of the guard can prove tricky. When the Queen's Royal Standard flag flies elegantly above the palace, the Queen is currently in residence at the palace. So we have been waiting for the ceremony for about 30 minutes, even 1 hour. We have been waiting for a ceremony for 1 hour, but it seems it's not gonna happen today. They won't have today. Unfortunately. And it's so rainy weather today. It's so freezing. It's so freezing. So my phone is off and we are using thank you sis for your laptop, and it's charging.
I can see the light, but I can also see the bones again.
It's raining cats and dogs outside, so we're in taxi going to have lunch. So guys, it's late afternoon and I quickly changed my clothes with my style, maybe French style something, to have our photos. Beautiful. So we are going now to Trafalgar. So we are now in the center. This one is the road to the Piccadilly Circus, and on the right side of it is Trafalgar Square, this part. And this part, how about this one? It's nothing, right? Nothing. Piccadilly Circus is where many locals and tourists choose to meet because of its privileged location in the heart of London and as it's close to important leisure and shopping areas. Piccadilly Circus offers a variety of cinemas, theatres, shops and restaurants, including famous traditional English pubs.
You'll always be my night sky.
Trafalgar Square is one of the most important and bustling squares in London, designed in 1830 to commemorate the British victory against the French and Spanish fleets in the Battle of Trafalgar. On the north side of the square is the National Gallery, and in front are two impressive fountains that light up when night falls. In Trafalgar Square, there are also various statues of well-known people such as George Washington, given to the English by the state of Virginia. Trafalgar Square is one of the liveliest and crowded squares in London. This square has become a social and political focus for locals and visitors.
No sound. I'll find valid in your eyes. You'll always be my night sky. You'll always be my night sky.
Tower Bridge is the most recognizable bridge on the River Thames and is often mistakenly referred to as London Bridge. The bridge was officially opened on the 30th June, that's on my birthday, in 1894 by the Prince of Wales and his wife, the Princess of Wales. The bridge was originally painted a chocolate brown color, then in 1977, it was painted red, white and blue for the Queen's Silver Jubilee. The bridge is made from more than 11,000 tons of steel and covered with Cornish granite and Portland stone. More than 70,000 tons of concrete were sunk into the riverbed to support the piers. The two side spans are suspension bridges, each being 82 meters in length.